Hey, finally back after a long break. Feels good to be back. I was really fucking sick for a couple weeks. I'm still a bit sick, but I'm mostly over it now. And that's about what I figured. And as I said, mostly over it now. Still prone to some coughing fits. I'll try to mute my mic. Let's pick up where we left off. Where are you? Should you be trapped in windless land? There it is. Yeah, so pretty fucked recently.
Tell me, Stan. Tell me, what should I do?
Huh? Why does he keep repeating his own name?
Surely not. Even I've never heard tell of a second Stanley.
It's possible he's not a Stanley at all.
Oh, Stanley. It should have been me. I should have been the one that died in the Melchivari that day. Why won't your spirit come and stop me from using your name? Why? Why?
Ooh, wow.
If only you hadn't had to save a rookie like me, you would have never died in that windless corner of the world.
You know, it's kind of like I too, when I'm feeling bad about something, loudly talk about it in the open while drunk. Like I'm not doubting the authenticity of that. I just think it's a bit plot convenient.
You were a renowned adventurer, destined to become a legend one day. But now, that'll never happen because your life was cut short, and all because of a worthless tag-along.
Does anyone get what's going on here?
What do you mean you don't get it? He's literally saying out loud exactly what's going on. He's literally describing it in exact detail, exactly what he's doing.
I think our friend really did make it to the Merjavari. And I think the tragedy he encountered there was real too. But the real adventurer, the real Stanley, that was his partner, not him. The real Stanley is the one who died to save our Stanley.
Wait, so the only reason our Stanley is called Stanley in the first place is because he stole the other Stanley's name?
I mean, Venti stole someone's name before too.
I fear that may be the case.
Stanley, for so many years I've lived in fear. Fear that Mondstadt will forget all about you. So I tell your adventure stories at every opportunity. Mondstadt must remember. Stanley reached the center of the Merjavari. He's the greatest adventurer there ever was, and he lives on. Stanley will never die, because I am Stanley. I am Stanley.
Yeah, he's literally doing exactly what Venti is doing. For Venti, this must be like looking in a mirror, because it's literally exactly what he does and why he does it. Oh boy.
I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm getting too old. Now. Are you guys planning on eavesdropping much longer?
Okay, good. I thought it'd be really stupid if you didn't notice us back there.
Yikes! We're busted!
Also, you knew we were there, so you conveniently spout out everything you're talking about. I guess you wanted us to know.
Save your questions. Just leave me in peace.
If you wanted us to leave you in peace, then why the fuck did you belt out your entire backstory while knowing we were there? That doesn't make any sense.
But...
Leave now. Don't make me tell you again.
Honorary Knight, Venti, and Paimon. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've been looking for you everywhere. I wanted to thank you again for helping me find the sword and shield. My parents are finally supporting me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. They even said they're gonna pay for someone to fix up the Sword of Brilliant Valor and Shield of Magnificent Honor for me, so I can take them out on the road.
That's wonderful! So, Jack, is this the part where you bid farewell to Mondstadt and set off on your intrepid trip traversing Teyvat?
No, not yet. I still don't have what it takes to go too far from home just yet. Besides, I'm sure Stanley still has a few stories left to tell. They're what inspired me to become an adventurer in the first place. Stanley, Oh, you're drunk again. We'll see you tomorrow then. After your hangover wears off. Maybe you can tell me some more of your stories?
Stanley's really fond of that kid, don't you think?
Jack. Jack.
Jack left.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for not telling him about my secret.
I still don't know why you told us.
Huh? All of a sudden you're facing the facts? That isn't like you.
Just now, I couldn't bear to look at him. His adventurous spirit is so pure, unblemished. Just a weary old feckless fraud. But that kid is a brand new shining star, full of potential. I cannot allow his dreams to be crushed.
You're not a total fraud. Stanley's adventure stories and experiences. They're all true, aren't they?
Stories? Experiences? What's the point of them anymore? To be honest, my memories of adventuring and of Stanley, they're hazy these days. That's my biggest secret of all. And my biggest fear. All these years, I've been living to tell his story. But his personality and the details of his life, I don't remember them clearly anymore. But the one thing I can never forget is that he died in a windless land, where his spirit can never be recovered.
Exactly. Even in his memory, the real Stanley isn't the living, breathing friend he knew at all. Instead, he's become fixed on the image of him as that battle-scarred warrior. And that image has held him captive his entire life.
I'm too old. I never let go. But still, so much has slipped away. I'm completely and utterly worthless. No adventurer should have to go that way. No adventurer ever.
Hans Archibald.
My true name? How did you know? The wind. I can hear the wind blowing in the Mare Javari. I always believed you existed.
Will you hand me your old friend's spirit?
I can't believe it. Thank you all. And thank you, Lord Barbados. I'm sorry. It's gonna take me some time to calm back down. But I think that I'm gonna be okay.
Ah, wonderful! Stanley reconnected with his true self and Jack can finally go his own way. This calls for a celebration. And by celebration, I do, of course, mean libation.
Yeah, I'm still convinced Venti, of all the Archons we know, Venti is the best one. He seems to care the most about his people. He helps them, like, without forcing himself upon them. He doesn't mandate they do anything. He helps them without expecting any thanks. I am definitely convinced he is the best of the Archons.
And by libation, you mean you're not leaving this tavern till you're too drunk to walk, right?
No, the wine here's too expensive. Jack still owes me some wine, though. He promised me a rare vintage in exchange for helping him out, remember? I'll head off to fetch the wine. See you shortly. Let's meet at the usual place.
Huh? Where's that supposed to be? Why has Paimon never heard of it? Hey, Tone Deaf Bard!
Here's the usual place. Yeah, figured. That was probably my first guess. Second guess would have been the big tree at Windrise. Vanessa's tree. But yeah, so far I still think Venti is the best Archon. He legitimately cares. He doesn't force his will upon them. Doesn't force anyone to worship him. He seems he does the most for his people and expects the least out of them. He gives them a lot and doesn't demand anything from them in return for it. As opposed to Zhongli, who wanted to abandon his people, or Raiden, who forces her dreams of goals of eternity on her people. I don't know that much about Nadia yet, because I haven't done that part of the Archon quest. So I suppose we'll find out relatively soon, though.
You made it. Finally.
Just tell us where you meet next time, okay? We looked everywhere. So, did you at least manage to find your wine?
Yep. Well, sort of. Jack made it out to be a rare collector's edition vintage, when actually it's just a half bottle of regular cider. This takes me back. The first time I saw this view, I hadn't even taken on this form yet.
Oh yeah, where Barbados used to be a wind sprite. So that means that, like, those Eye of the Storm things are probably closer, or a Sealy is what he was originally looked like, until he took on Venti's form. Oh yeah, also this is the big reveal.
It was about 2,600 years ago, before the world had come under the rule of the Seven. At that time, old Mondstadt was ruled by a tyrant, who sealed off the city's perimeter with a ferocious hurricane. Even the birds couldn't get in or out.
Old Mondstadt? Oh, Paimon remembers! Nowadays it's known as Storm Terror's lair, right?
That's right. The Tyrant of the Winds who once ruled from that tower was Decarabian, god of storms.
Okay, I've heard Decarabian before. I didn't know he was a god. I thought he was just a tyrant, because that's all they ever described him as in anything I've seen. Also, accidentally cut off Paimon there. I sometimes do it accidentally. Really wish I'd stopped doing that, though.
Back then, I was but a wisp among the thousand winds. I wasn't a god of anything. I didn't even have a human form. I was just a tiny elemental being who lived in the wind. A gentle breeze bringing subtle changes for the better. Or tiny seeds of hope.
A tiny elemental being? Without a human form? Venti, do you mean you used to look different than you do now?
Yep. My current form is not so different from the situation with fake Stanley. I took the form of a friend. In old Mondstadt transpired the story to be told. Where a tyrant ruled, I met a boy not that old. The lyre he played, and for a song he sought. But storm walls blocked blue sky. He was sincerely distraught. I do so wish to see the birds in flight, said he, his strong eyes filling with light. But his voice was lost in the howling wind's churn, for the whirlwind takes and gives not in return. The true sky and songs that cageless soar, were they not wishes worth fighting for? So the boy turned, extending his hand. Let us cast down the tyrant and his walls from this land. The young boy raised then the flag of revolt, and I threw myself into freedom's tumult. Victorious were we who fought to be free. Gods fell, winds whipped, nations shook violently. In the smoke, a despot met his doom. And we watched as his great tower fell none too soon. Mondstadt began anew, the story passed down. And since then never has another worn its crown.
So then what? What happened to your friend?
Say, Paimon, do you wish to hear the next part of the story?
Yes, of course. The suspense is killing, Paimon. Now's the time you suddenly get a craving for apples? Really?
Getting a little peckish or something.
Paimon's had it up to here with you.
You know, you're so smart it almost makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But then, maybe it's right that true friends can tell what the other is thinking. A refreshing drink, a gentle breeze. Moments like this always take me back to a song that I first heard from him. Fly, fly away. Like a bird in the sky. See the world on my behalf. To the heavens may you fly.
Ooh. Okay, that's it. Quite dramatic. Yep. This has cemented my opinion, though, that Venti is best Archon. The green-clad figure is uncharacteristically silent, as though we don't know what his name is. Sometimes even the listen wind grows heavy in its grief. But not that mortals could ever see a moment oh so brief. See, I suppose I wasn't supposed to know that Venti had taken on the form of his friend yet. Ah, boy, something. I'm not sure if I heard it from some event, or in-game, or from just looking up lore information. Because I have watched videos and whatnot of some of the past events. Anyway, so we're 86. Actually, we could... So what do we do? That's another thing to note. I have Chi-Chi now. I got her early from a standard wish. So I've been getting pretty lucky with my standard wishes. Extremely unlucky on my event wishes. So let's see, how long ago was it I got her? There we go, so 7 wishes ago. How far apart was that between my last 5-star and standard? So pretty damn close. I got really lucky with this one. I can never get any event characters though. Anyway, I'm rolling for Wanderer. I was considering it. I think I'm guaranteed Wanderer because I'm over 60 right now in my current wishes. Oh boy, a bot. Yeah, less than completely uninterested. Oh boy, not interested in keyloggers. Hey, will we play the card game maybe, or do some other thing? Alright, here's the entrance.
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it?
That cat's head is gorgeous. I've never been in here before.
I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the cat's tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time. Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail? I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about that game. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customers? Speaking of which, I believe you've already met.
Met who?
You know Prince. This is the Cat's Tail after all, so I thought having a cat take care of our new customers would be quite a nice touch.
Dual Saint of Cats.
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players.
Oh, are we gonna fight Prince in a card game? Because that's kind of hilarious.
The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone. I am merely Prince's lowly assistant, that's all.
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is special and the only one of his kind. Such a remark is an insult to Prince.
We can understand Neko at the shrine. So it's not that unique.
Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact. Understood. I do apologize.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be the result of some modification to the language center of his brain? Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
It was the duels of Genius Invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond. It's understandable that ordinary people such as yourselves are unable to comprehend such a thing.
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a telepathic link between players? Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. It would be improper to pit a newcomer to the art of the card against one such as myself, and I must therefore politely decline. That's what Prince said.
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another match of my own again.
What the fuck?
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know.
Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does is encourage more people to come to the bar for a drink. You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights. Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their thirst for victory will overcome their thirst for alcohol. Prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle to your goal of destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry, it could even support you in this endeavor.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mixing duty for now.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there.
Hey. Let's learn a card game, I guess.
Okay, let's go through the rules. First things first. You'll be needing your deck, so place that on the table.
Deck?
Yes. You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards.
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's okay?
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. Please.
Alright, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right?
Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation TCG. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew, pew, pew. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours. Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Let's go.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills. Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again. Now, these are Omni-Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type. So, we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. Go on, give it a try. That was pretty good. That's one opponent down for the count. Bam! But the game has only just begun. Remember? You have to defeat all opponents to win.
I like how they got hit, jump and hit. Yeah. So once I have an active, I can't switch, right?
As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice. In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round. All right, here we are, a fresh new round. Woohoo! And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. That's how we're gonna get the elemental energy we need, after all. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able to use D-Luke's skill now. But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll. Once per round, you can select all the dice that you don't like and reroll them. When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy and elemental bursts.
So that's the thing sticking up on the side.
Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once D-Loop's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But we're still 1 short. Never mind. Let's start with a normal attack instead. D-Luke's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, your normal attack needs fewer pyro dice than your elemental skill. Now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
Time for retribution!
I like how it has the voice line.
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card, Kaya, to take the stage. Oh, it seems like any move by Kaya is gonna cost quite a lot of cryo dice. When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Freeze!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time to learn about elemental reactions. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental combos, an elemental reaction will be triggered. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active characters, though. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have one active character, while others are considered standby characters. Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to D-Luke in order to use his skills.
I think she doesn't like Luke. That's why she was so weird about it.
You can spend one elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to the active character.
Let's go.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a skill. So once it's done, it's your opponent's turn. Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke. Alright then, now that D-Luke is our active character, it's time to use his skill. Because the opponent is already affected by cryo, dealing pyro damage triggers the Melt Elemental reaction. When triggered, Melt increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Genius Invocation's elemental reaction system is pretty cool, huh?
Wow, really giving yourself a pat on the back there, Hoyoverse.
Alright! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card. So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out. But wait, Diluc's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1. Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character.
Oh.
And this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it for elemental tuning.
Wait, what the fuck?
Sometimes you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. In Genius Invocation TCG, keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand, elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to get yourself 3 pyro dice. Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught. Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage! What?
Hey. There's the last one.
Now comes the final part! Yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What? Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now let me teach you one last trick. Free of charge. You can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can read their intent. Check it out. So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures and easily defeat your opponents. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. You're on your own from here. May victory be yours!
Hey, so what are these? Which is Scorching Hat? When the character uses a skill that equips a talent, spend 1 less pyro die once per round. A character can equip a maximum of 1 artifact. Yeah. Wait, I can't do anything else. Oh, fuck. Should have thought that through. I thought it would carry through to the second round, the Witch's Scorching Hat effect. But apparently not. Yeah. Maybe I should have read that better. Oh well. Yeah, I can't do anything, really. Hey, he's declaring too.
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and your action cards to win.
Hey. Hey, I'm willing to... Ooh, we got a lot of fucking holy shit.
This will be interesting.
They spent the Omni Element. What does this do? When a character uses a skill or talent, equips its talent, spend 1 less cryo die. Oh, so this is the opposite of that. A once per round, yeah, there it is. That's the part I should have paid attention to.
Cool it! Dodge this!
It is literally just the start thing I already learned.
Those are the basics. Did you get all that? What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic premise of the game now.
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sound. Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, This card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of a talker and looked like he was just drinking his worries away. Never seen him around here before.
Oh boy.
Eye patch, you say?
Gah, I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away. Sorry, guard captain.
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the cat's tail is very intriguing.
Someone? It's not someone. You know who it is.
It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time.
Ah, he's... Okay, for a second there, I thought that the dialogue fucked up, but he was actually just being, sarcastic about it.
Good. Then I'll take my leave.
I don't know what the term for that would be.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards. Got it?
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. But now that we've learned the rules, I can see that this one must be the Sucrose character card. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucrose character cards. So why don't we have our first duel? Alright, let's duel.
Hey, that one's interesting. What's this one? Destroy all summons. Hey, I haven't encountered any summons, but I guess she would have summons, wouldn't she? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna take that one. And we'll leave these.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true tests of strength between 2 players. In a duel, your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions, so you'll be unable to view their intent. Are you ready? It's time for some exhilarating fights to the bitter end. Musa!
Select active character. Hey, I wish you could do that before you roll your dice. I mean, after you do roll your dice.
I want to help.
Hey, roll phase. Yeah, I really regret choosing Sucrose for my open. Yeah, really much so. Hey. Hey, I guess we'll just switch then. We'll,
Ready when you are.
oh boy. Hey, we'll, Frost, nah.
Cool it!
That card would have been really good if I checked what it did before I... Oh boy. Okay. So then... Yeah, I suppose that's why they made you draw those dice. Well, anyway, so you try those switch cards, but oh well. Guess we're doing it the hard way.
Cool it!
Hey. Omni. Let's see. Then.
Absorption test.
What does child do? Because that's not really useful for me at all. And when you perform switch character, spend one less element to die. Hey, leave it to me. Wait, what? And now I want to switch. Wait, what? That said that I didn't have to.
This will be interesting.
Oh no, oh yeah, no, it's, I use a fast action, not a thing. That's why.
This moment will be
I forgot which one I used. Hey, we're clearly going to use this one for elemental tuning, because why the fuck wouldn't I? It is literally less than useless.
Cool it!
My research... Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
Yeah. Hey. And let's end round. Wow. That is really shitty. That is still really fucking shitty. Wow. Choose one summon on your side and grant it +1 usages. And White Tassel, which only works on polearm characters. Hey. Huh. Hey. So what I'm gonna do is I'll switch.
I want to help.
Okay, so let's elemental tune here. And finally, let's...
Animo test 6308.
Okay, let's just... Oh no, wait, let's do that. Let's just get rid of them all. And now...
Absorption test.
Okay. Woohoo. Okay, let's see. Only one of each. And... Hey, let's try this.
Enhanced Animo module 75.
Hey.
Let's go.
Huh. Hey. Yeah, there really isn't much to do.
There can be no excuse for this.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Woohoo. Right, so clearly I'm meant to use Kaya here.
Freeze!
And again, yeah, no, he's dead regardless. So why bother?
This doesn't look good.
Hey.
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought.
Skill issue.
Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there was only a way to transplant the arms of the two standby characters onto the active character's body.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing is looked down on in TCG circles.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. I just can't stand losing. But it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as planned. Especially when there's an alchemy genius like Albedo around to compare myself to.
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But I'm pretty sure it's normal to feel that way. Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to improve your strategy and build a better deck. Seizing victory through a winning combination of luck, skill, and experience is where all the fun of Genius Invocation lies.
But what if you keep trying and never win a single game?
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down. But it's way better to keep trying until you win than to just accept you're a plain old loser and give up.
You make a good point, Diona.
Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to match your level. You played well this last match.
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed to lose, that's all. But Genius Invocation TCG is a really fun game.
Good! Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail. But don't expect me to play with you. I just mean, this place probably has the right atmosphere.
I'll definitely be back.
Alright. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shiyan's likely been busy making his tavern more popular with his delicious cocktails. Pui, pui, pui. And we can't have that. Huh. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more help, go bother Shiyan.
Oh. Oh, you have to go over here and talk to you?
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of Genius Invocation TCG.
That's right! The Travelers, Sucrose, and Paimon are TCG players now! Paimon picked it up from watching you and Sucrose.
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. You cannot call yourselves true TCG players until you have passed the test.
That cat's eyes look like a PNG. I didn't notice that before.
Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass the test. It's just a tabletop card game. I'm not sure how you would plan on achieving something like that. Basically, to become an official and recognized TCG player, you have to best 3 opponents in a duel.
So, you have to win 3 duels against 3 different opponents?
The duel you just played can count towards this tally. I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen along. And from what I could hear, you both performed at a rather high level.
Same way you can hear what Prince says?
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become a TCG master. But back to the matter at hand. The Traveler only needs to beat 2 more opponents to become an official TCG player. Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure you that winning 3 games is well within your ability. But first things first, Shuyen. Before that, our TCG newcomers should receive their free gift. Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TCG is entitled to claim a free casket of tomes.
I would much rather Primo Gems.
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light novels he's been reading. The thing that the main character found in his attic.
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient TCG player was trapped inside, right? So the Casket of Tomes is actually real?
Well, actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called Caskets of Tomes. Not only do they provide a reliable and sturdy container to store your decks, they can also sense when other people in the area are also carrying a Casket of Tomes with them.
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next! The reason they can sense each other is because they have the souls of ancient TCG players inside!
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence of playing card games. No. The real reason that it can sense other caskets is because it holds a nifty little mechanism invented by Sumeru's scholars.
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's see this Casket of Tomes already!
All Caskets of Tomes are issued by Margaret, so you will need to see her to claim yours. Probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out, knowing how eager we both are to promote the game, we'd probably have dished them all out by now. Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your Casket of Tomes, use it to find another player, beat them in a duel, and then come back here.
But even for the Traveler, that's only 2 wins in total. What about the last one?
I shall choose the final contestant she must beat in order to become an official TCG player, for it must be one of comparable prowess. Excellent plan, Prince. Happy dueling, both of you.
Hey, where is the thing? Ah, boy. Also haven't done a teapot to call home yet. Oh, it's in this. Hey. Woohoo.
Hello, you three. Has little Diona finished teaching you the rules of Genius Invocation? Ah, I see you're here for your Casket of Tomes, aren't you? A very useful tool indeed.
So this is a Casket of Tomes.
That's right, a purpose-built case for your card deck that can even detect when someone else nearby is carrying one. Gosh, whoever invented this must have seriously disliked being alone.
Yeah, well, even the most fun game is pretty lonely if you got no one else to play it with.
True. So I'm glad that these customers, TCG players, are able to congregate at the Cat's Tail. You're not wrong, but that's secondary. The important thing to me is the opportunity for like-minded people to come together and enjoy their favorite hobby. It creates a nice atmosphere. Anyway, now that you have your Caskets of Tomes, it's time to find some opponents.
All right. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Let's meet back at the Cat's Tail in a while. Thanks.
Hey, let's... Well, let's, get this done then.
There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see! Aha! It's you!
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the two of you with?
We want to become official Genius Invocation TCG players! But we have to pass the test first, so we need to beat 3 players in a duel. Our Casket of Tomes led us to you!
Oh, I see. Unfortunately, I'm on duty right now. I see you're serious about this. Very well. As a fellow TC... So be it. Then let the duel begin.
I don't know, maybe he has some summons, so I'll keep that just in case. Then again, it usually takes a while to get summons. Oh, fuck it. Unless Geoda. Oh boy.
I can do it.
Hey.
Absorption test.
Hey, fuck, not what I wanted to do. I wanted to play it. Then switch to D-Luke.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
There we are. Probably should have rolled the cryo dice now that I think about it.
I can do it.
Well, let's just do that.
Swirl, Mark 2!
Woohoo. Yay. Yeah, I guess I end round. Woohoo.
gosh, I'm lost. You're remarkably good at this, considering how new to the game you are. Let's play again when you have some time. But ideally, not when I'm on duty.
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt. Let's get back to the cat's tail. Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestant.
I sensed that she had what it took to become an official TCG player, but she has returned to the tavern more quickly than I had expected. Defeat the opponents I have arranged for you, and you shall become an official TCG player. I look forward to watching this game immensely. Not just Prince. I can't wait either. Come, your opponent is waiting for you in one of the private rooms.
She won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler? What ho, fellow voyager of the Stellar Void. Yes, even I was briefly discountenanced when I heard the tidings of your sworn oath to become the thrice victorious. But so be it. You who are enslaved by dueling desire, be released from your shackles into the glorious arena of gladiatorial combat.
Oh man, Fischl. I like Fischl. I think I have a soft spot for her, and a big part of it is because she was, I think one of the first characters I used that I got from a wish. I think I got a character before her, but it was Goro or something, and I couldn't make use of him.
Step forth, O brave challenger. Your princessin grants you an audience. Hearken well. The wretched clock chimes yet again, as the declining light of the day grows dimmer still.
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Mein Fräulein could afford to be a little less impatient.
Huh? Paimon knows those voices.
Your opponent sounds anxious to begin. Do not delay. That's what Prince said. Please enter and enjoy your Genius Invocation TCG duel.
Joy. I like Fischl, but her dialogue is very grandiose and bloated as part of her character.
Paimon knew it! It's Fischl and Oz!
Who else but the princessin? For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, only when the wisest of heroes is summoned can the master of cards hope to be crowned the champion. This path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution, for eternal doom and damnation are but one wrong step away at any given moment. That is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the princessin, whose Aug de Verurtelung des großen Kaleido-Phantasmus has witnessed 10,000 battles across 3,000 worlds.
Oh, is that right?
Indeed. Mein Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and has gained a solid grasp of the rules. Even in a duel between beginners, it is best that both participants are well versed in them.
Oh, that's true. Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair us with someone of a similar skill level. Guess that means Fischl hasn't been playing that long either.
The princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles. Thus, with speed and brilliance paralleled by lightning alone, do I now arrive here at the gateway to yonder circle of secrets.
Mein Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far, and is therefore one step away from becoming an official TCG player.
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the Traveler is gonna come out of this duel as an official TCG player!
Indeed.
The princessin herself heeds the call of fate and descends to this realm from the Immanakreich. Yet still, you dare to doubt the inevitability of the inevitable. Your stubborn foolishness is contemptible.
I do think that Fischl and the Traveler have an interesting dynamic due to the fact that they both have sidekicks. Yeah, that's one thing I have noticed. I do like the dynamic there between Oz and Paimon.
Mein Fräulein, I implore you to consider less odious turns of phrase, lest you be forced to feast on your words in the fullness of time.
What? I shall not lose, Oz! What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Princess of Ertelung, who even now begins to strum the strings of fate that shall sound out the traveler's requiem? Then I say it is time to see what you are made of.
What's this card? Choose one summon on the opposing side and destroy it. Only play level if one of your characters is defeated this round. Create Omni element, then your current active character gains 1 energy. Hey, that one's not useful for a while. Alright, let's... Okay, so, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Blessing of the Divine Relics installation. If one artifact equipment card that doesn't equip to one of your characters, another one of your characters. Draw 2 cards. Ooh, Pot of Greed. Is it a requirement that you gotta loudly state what it does every single time you use it? Guess we'll put Sucrose ahead. Ooh, okay, good time to choose Sucrose then. Let's see, do I have anything that's good for Sucrose? Not really at all, no. Hey.
Absorption test.
Dodge this!
Okay, so now, let's see.
Animal test 6308.
Hey, so I'm gonna activate this one. Dendro and Hydro. Yeah, no use for this right now, so I'm gonna end my round. Hey, let's see. Let's do this. Ooh boy.
Get out of here!
Yeah, I think she dies regardless. But what I might do is... Hey, there we are. But it's probably worth it to summon this.
Enhanced animal module 75.
Even if she does die. But she doesn't? Well. Oh, what do I do then? I guess I switch regardless.
Ready when you are.
There we go. Yeah, not much to do here in round. Hey, let's 3. Actually, let's keep that one just in case it's useful. Probably won't be, but yeah, it isn't. I suppose you only got one.
Out of the way!
Okay, not much difference, I suppose. So, equipment card. I could have used that one. Actually, I don't have any cryo dice, so what the fuck is the point? So instead, let's elemental tune and elemental tune, and they probably didn't need to do that one.
This moment will be frozen in time.
This is just my luck. This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory.
Well, I'm not so sure. Hey, 2 cryos. This is really good for Kaya. Any more? Ooh, 1 more cryo. Hey.
Cool it.
Ooh, fuck, that's kind of shitty for me. Do I just... I guess I just let him die. Is it worth it? Yeah, it probably is. Ah, fuck.
Dodge this.
Wait, what the fuck? Hey, let's elemental tune. And woohoo.
I'm not done.
What happened? Oz, with lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path.
Mein Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
It'd be cooler if you did. Oh well, I'm gonna... Huh. Do I switch? Maybe I do. You know what? I'll switch to her so I can use his burst, I guess.
I can do it.
Actually, I could have just did the thing. But I just did a bunch of elemental things and used his basic attack. I forgot I had all that extra damage. Oh well. I still win handedly regardless. Also, literally no cryo.
My research has failed.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Ah,
One shall descend, one
Once again. Impossible! Ugh, the cursed dragon looms near once more, casting its dark shadow on the slender threads of fate, hiding them from my vision. Traveler, was even this part of your plan?
What a truly ingenious plot, and what an exciting duel to witness.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. That makes you an official TCG player.
Yeah! Oh, Sucrose, you're back! Does that mean...
Yep. I've won 2 games so far. When I got back, I heard you were in the middle of your final duel, so I came over to watch.
Nice! Sucrose won 2 as well! Great work!
It seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the Stellar Void, that your mastery of the cards is second to none. To commemorate your glorious ascent to a battlefield beyond this lowly mortal realm, I grant thee an incarnation of my majesty in miniature. As you embark on this ingenious vocation, may you wield it in battle against all your fated foes, that not a single one of them may be left standing.
What is it? Yeah, I like how every time she talks, she fills up the thing. One day was a game event where the text box is all the way up here. I swear. She's still one of my favorite characters, though. I kind of obligated to like her after using her so much.
Main Fräulein wishes to give you a Main Fräulein character card.
I kind of like the gimmick, I'll be honest.
Wow! It's Fischl's character card!
'Tis a mere token of such. To the victor of this splendid duel is a boon of commensurate splendor due.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who has won 2 games so far. Might I also have the honor of joining you in a duel? If you would be willing, of course.
Nothing would delight me more. I hereby grant you permission to join me in performing the hallowed rite of genius invocation.
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you if you managed to become an official TCG player.
No card game in the world has a card like that! Paimon bets it's some kind of prize for making it as an official TCG player!
I mean, some card games do. Hearthstone does. Hearthstone has several, actually, depending on how you count instant victory. Quite a few cards with a couple of extras can win the game immediately, like Mechathune.
Let's go get our prize!
Obviously, you need more than one card to do it, but the card, if with a certain combos, is instant.
With 3 electro dice, I summon my eternal familiar, Osvaldo Hrafnavine, to my side. Heed my invocation!
But, Main Fräulein, I have been by your side all along.
I mean in the game, Oz.
Then, I'll use Chaotic Entropy to invoke a large wind spirit that deals increased damage when it carries an element other than Animo. So...
Oh! So be it! One shall not be swayed by such a feeble attack.
Huh. How's that? I can't talk to Oz. He's like my main DPS for majority of my Genshin career. Wish I could talk to him.
Ah, so it was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Congratulations. You are now officially recognized members of the Genius Invocation TCG community. Very well done. Now, I will explain to you what becoming an official TCG player entails. The first thing all new official TCG players receive is their TCG Player's Handbook. This handbook tells you exactly what you need to do to become a top-tier TCG player. Make sure you read it. Secondly, a range of Genius Invocation merchandise is now available for you to purchase here at the Cat's Tail. So you see, becoming an official TCG player is really just the first step. And thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board there. Whoever you wish to duel against, simply invite them to the tavern for a game. Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with your friends whenever you want. That's it, really. If there's anything else you didn't quite understand, you can always come and ask me. Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Oh, sorry, I forgot to translate for you. Prince would like to say, hope you have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
Woohoo. Find challengers in the open world or enter a tavern. It's reaching player level 2 to interact to play matches against weekly visiting challengers and earn player XP, which will increase your player level. As your player level increases, you unlock new functions and matches. Upon reaching a certain player level, you can challenge Prince in Ascension challenges for elevate your maximum level capacity. Oh sweet, you can fight Prince. I was hoping so. You will get a barbecue card game with players coming from all corners of the world. Face them in matches and overcome them to get player XP and lucky coins. You'll be fortunate. Some rivals may even gift you certain cards as a parting gift after the accumulation of your duel. As your player level increases, the number of challenges you can face and the matches you can partake in will also increase. You can use the invitation board to send invitations to registered challengers and partake in matches. Should you fail in these matches, you can also earn corresponding character and talent cards. You can use the invitation board and connect with your friends via co-op to engage in matchmaking. As your player level grows, you can also challenge faraway strangers to duels of skill. Spend your lucky coins you earn from Genius Invocation matches to the Cat's Tail. You can use lucky coins to purchase cards, card backs, and dynamic skins, amongst other items. Hey, that's... Hey. We were pretty close to a pull. Wait, you got an achievement. Ah, shit. Hey, say you could buy new cards. When you use a skill that has already been used this round, spend one less elemental die. So this is the dynamic skins. Okay, so this is... like moving. Hey, these are really fucking expensive though. I see. They're really well animated though. Definitely reminiscent of Hearthstone's golden cards, which I often crafted unadvisedly against my own best interest because they were so good looking. I regret nothing. Well, actually, I do regret it, but if I go back, I'd do everything the same way again. Hey, it's a... Yeah, the dynamic skins do look really nice. They're pretty cool. I'll definitely play more of this in the future. I do like it. It is nice. The dynamic skins on these are definitely way less interesting than the character though. I suppose though that's to be expected. So you can't buy the character cards though. You have to earn them in matches. Ooh, claim rewards. Okay, so there are quite a few rewards here then. So what's the... Ooh, yeah, quite a lot. Yeah, this is... Yeah, quite a lot to be gained from that then. Yeah, pretty cool. Glad they added it. This is a really nice feature. Definitely not one I was expecting. I was expecting a blue though. I was very much expecting that blue. Oh boy. Wait, what's my history like? I think I'm over 60. Yeah, so we're not going to be guaranteed anything for a while. Oh, they finished their match, whatever, then. Huh. I suppose most of the pageantry for it is over. Like, I don't think there's gonna be many more special fights or cutscenes beyond what you could find in the world. Hey. Guess we might play, before we do though, let's just, like... I need to definitely buy some cards later to, increase my deck quality. Because as it stands, I've just got so much, what is it, crap in this one. Like artifacts for elements for characters I don't have. Yeah. So let's see what officials is. Yeah, so yeah, just switch between the card appearance there. Yeah, pretty interesting. So just Bolted Downfall, 9 Rider, Summons Oz, Midnight Phantasmagoria. Yeah, she does seem pretty good. Who would I replace her with, though? Definitely want to use her, because as I said, I've got a soft spot for her. Because she's the first character I ever maxed out Friendship on. One of the first I got from Wishing that I actually used. It might have been the first that I got from Wishing, period. I don't remember. Well, actually, Noelle was definitely first, because of the novice wishes, but still. But she was the first non-guaranteed one. Or at least the first non-guaranteed one I used. Yeah, let's see. don't know, I'll try taking off. Let's see, 2 physical damage. So Luke has these abilities which makes him seem, but Kaya's burst is really nice. I do think Luke is a bit stronger though, because Kaya's thing only works. So I guess I'll switch him for official for now. I don't know, I'm still getting the ropes. I do want to use her because I just got her.
Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes...
I think I'll play her, then I'll get off for a bit. Ah boy, I'm still not feeling super well, even if I am well enough to stream. My dog seems to may or may not want something. Hey, dog led me to the door, but didn't actually walk out, so I don't know what the fuck she wants. But we'll just start this for now. Hey. I have no Dendro. And do I have any sword characters? No, I don't. No, I have great sword. Hey. I guess I'll get rid of that one too. Yeah, that one's useless. Huh.
Let's go.
What the fuck? Actually, I suppose I can keep the Electro, because official. Wow, that's a pain. Okay, what we're gonna do is maybe we'll check this. Hey, so we'll strategize. Hey, neither of those helps us. Okay, so what we're gonna do. Wait, well, this is a different one. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was the same one as earlier. This one requires 3 of the same type of elemental dice. Okay. Yeah, I guess we
of your fate lie in my hands.
Yes, let's see. So we're gonna get Knight Rider out then.
By royal decree.
Hey, let's... I don't think I'm gonna make that one challenge. Hey, then do I have anything that'll give me? Hey, we might try again. Seeing as I failed to do the thing. And
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
oh, 5 rounds. That's it. 5 turns. Okay, that. Yeah, well. So yeah, I guess now would be a good time to get off for a bit.